Today we're going to be doing a disassembly of a Smith & Wesson this is a S&W 1911 that has come in to be engraved, and we're going to repolish and plate the gold pieces on this. The first step to do is to remove the grips. So this is going to take a small hex wrench. So far, this is very similar to doing a 1911. It is, there are some differences on this pistol, however. The next step is to firmly grab the pistol, and we're going to rotate this bushing. This piece right here is not a button, it is a ring, and it's so tight, my hand's a little tender trying to push it down, so I use the end of a screwdriver to help me push it down. Once again, the spring is extremely tight. We're trying to rotate this bushing out of the way. Pull the bushing out. Now on a 1911, usually this is flat across the top, but this is actually a cylinder. You can see all the way through it. So I had to get some assistance pushing it down. The next thing you need to do is to pull the hammer all the way back. That makes it easier to push the slide back. You will push the slide back until the takedown notch is lined up with the slide stop. What you're going to do is, once it's lined up, you're going to push the pin on the other side to take that out. Once you pull this pin out, set it aside. Now we're going to move the slide forward and off the frame. Okay, now the spring and the barrel can slide to the back. Oh. Okay, so we're removing the spring from the glide rod. Okay, now that the spring's loose, we can lift up and pull this out. Okay, it won't come out with that spring on it. This barrel bushing, you need to rotate this barrel bushing clockwise. There is a lug on it that needs to come out right there. So you see this lug? It needs to come out through that opening. So you turn it counterclockwise until it's lined up right here, and that barrel bushing will come out. Now, you wrote this barrel link right here needs to be put in the forward position. Okay. put in the forward position, and then the barrel will come out. Do not fire this frame with this slide off. You take a chance on breaking parts. Okay, the next piece we're going to remove is the mainspring housing. What you can do is you can take a punch and you're going to tap it out. This thing has gold plated punches, so pins, so I'm worried about removing the gold, but you pull the pin out, and then the mainspring housing should slide down. And off. I'm going to take the spring out first. So the spring has a little lip on it. You just lift the lip up and pull it out. We got that out of the way. And so now everything is sloppy loose. This back pin, you need to push on that pin, you need to pull on that safety, and it should pull out. This one is extremely tight. Okay, this piece right here is a spring with two pins on it. That goes inside this piece. When this safety pulled out, it shot out, and I caught it on my lap. Finally got the thumb safety out. When you take that thumb safety out, the beaver tail falls out because its pin goes through the hole on that beaver tail. Okay, now the next thing to pull out is the hammer. This middle pin, you pull here, and the hammer falls out. Okay, one more pin. I need to push it with a. Shouldn't have any resistance on it, but I need to push it because I couldn't grab it with my finger. That pin pulls out, and that releases your internals, the sear, etc. Okay, so now what we have to do is get the magazine release out. And what you do is you take a small screwdriver, and you push on the opposite side with the screwdriver in the slot. And turn the screw. And that whole piece will come out. What you're doing is there's a little notch. There's a little notch right here. that you are turning, and it is inside of a slot in that hole. Now the trigger will pull straight back. Okay. You need, if you're going to pull out these, I'm not going to, but if you're going to pull out these bushings, you're going to need a special screwdriver. It has a slot inside of it, but then it has walls that go around it and slide down on it. If you don't do that, you're probably going to strip your bushings. And that is the disassembly of a Smith & Wesson 1911.